Good evening. Welcome to the National Conspirator. I'm your host, Chad Bowery, here in the studio with Vadeem Sellarz. Vadeem, welcome.
Thank you, Chad, for having me on show again. There's nowhere for me to go. I'm stuck here in your country now. I can't go back. They will eat me alive. They will completely destroy me if I go back to Mother Russia right now.
Yeah, I still think you should give it a shot, maybe, Vadeem.
I don't understand. I don't think you understand the meaning of treason. You guys don't really practice that here in your country.
Yeah, well, it's the free market, okay? People can do what they want, even if that means their country is fucked.
It must be nice to have such free market. You can just do whatever you want with no repercussion.
Well, there are repercussions, but they're always good in the free market.
Well, God bless America, I guess is what you're trying to tell me, Chad. Well, fuck you, all right? I don't buy it. Not for a second.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try. Anyway, so, it's tonight, later, right now, and forever. We're talking about Antarctica.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on that icy island down below? We're going to open up our lines in just a minute, and when we do, you can call in with your experience, your insight, or just your fucking opinions about Antarctica. Vadeem?
Yes.
There was supposed to be a third party here. Our expert, Dr. Frankenfurter.
Yeah. Well, I have bad news, Chad. I was supposed to pick up Dr. Frankenfurter, and I got to his apartment this afternoon, and he was unconscious on the bed, pants to ankles, rope around his neck. I did not know he was very kinky, if you will, but he appeared to have either taken his own life or perhaps someone knew we were going to do this show tonight, which is better bet.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, they killed Frankenfurter?
They killed Frankenfurter.
Duh. It's hard to find a good Antarctica expert these days.
Of course he was German. We're going to get into all of this,
Duh.
I know you're only Navy SEAL, Chad, but in KGB we learn much about the truth of the world. It is first and foremost not round or flat. So silly.
So kind of like a donut or something?
More like calzone, but sure, we can go a donut for now because the shape, you never taught the shape in educational systems here.
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand shape even if I drew it. It's kind of like you can't see something that you never seen before. You don't know what you can't think. It's impossible.
Like an albino African American.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I couldn't imagine what that would look like.
Yugoslavian? Is that what you're talking?
So, Dr. Frankenfurter was the foremost expert on Antarctica and the penguin abilities down there. Now, the thing is, we think about penguins as birds. Bullshit. You ever see a bird look like a penguin? No, I haven't. Isn't it a coincidence that they're wearing nice little cute suits?
Yes, that's because they are there to basically to wine and dine the elite. That's why they're basically little butlers for all of the global people who are trying to take over world. Mm-hmm. And we are talking people from all over the world here, even the outer reaches, They all signed peace treaty for Antarctica, and too bad Dr. Frankfurter cannot be here because he understands the cave system and what is really going on there with the reptilian race that is hanging out in the Antarctica tiki bars, Antartiki.
Yeah, it's the lines are a mile long. It's like you can't get in anywhere. It's my understanding.
It is like a herpetive jeopardy, like for Disneyland for reptiles.
Jesus, that sounds awful. I would never wish that upon anybody.
Not anybody who is actual human being. These people wear suits. Joe Biden from Antarctica.
Yeah. A lot of people think Hey, Biden, he's like us. He's from Northeast Delaware. Yeah, right. And Abraham Lincoln was killed by John Wilkes Booth. Not a sniper reptilian, you fucking retards.
All right, come
Listen, Biden is from Antarctica, where all of the rich white people come from.
Yes, they are like snowbirds in Antarctica. What you don't understand, though, is like, it is kind of like outer crust of pizza, right? But then beyond this crazy mountain of ice that look like ice, of course they look like ice. You go in, it's very nice. There are daiquiri bars. There are very nice purse shops because, these people, they have to use their American Express black card, express themselves, as they say.
Yeah.
And they run around and eat a lot of, delicious food. And they have the penguin serve them caviar and, fancy drink. They have big owl statue that they bow to. It's pretty sickening. It's worse than country club.
Yeah, I would never bow to an owl. That's fucking crazy. Now, my understanding about these penguins is that they were imported from a planet in the Syrian solar system, and apparently they make pretty good money out here in Earth. The exchange rate is quite profitable for them to send remittances back to their family in their home penguin planet.
Yes, this is true. The penguin, very, very, the people down there are a little bit more generous. They have their own currency, of course, in Antarctica.
Yeah.
They don't use any like American dollar or like the yen or the yang or whatever. They don't use any of that. They have their own currency, and it is not, there's no like interest rates or any of that. There's no, what
no
they call
interest.
Yeah, they don't borrow or do loans. It's basically like Burning Man at sea.
But just constantly.
With some polar bears from time to time they got to snipe out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta have fun, right? Well, caller, if you wanna have fun and call tonight, you can dial 575-322-8733. I'm gonna open up our phone lines here and look forward to your insight. If you have any information about Antarctica, the penguins that are working there, the rich white people that like to go there and hang out at the Antarctica bars, or Joe Biden, give us a call. Remember, if there's something that they aren't telling you, and you know who they are, call us. We'll corroborate it.
Yes, that's right. If you know anything about Dr. Frankenfurter, also, we would love to know, was he kinky? Did he like, go to some of those places where you stick your pee-pee through hole or whatever? It's okay, no judgment, but I just want to know what is going on with the doc. And maybe was he depressed? If his psychologist can call in and give us just an evaluation or something, that would be great. I'm sure they will fake the autopsy report, as they always do. They're very good at this. But if you know anything about him or his background, please do call in. We would love to know more about Dr. Frankenfurter.
Yeah. So we're getting a call here. Maybe it's somebody with some valuable information. Caller, you are on the air.
Hey, how's it going there, boys? How you doing tonight?
Good. Who are we speaking to?
Let's keep that to ourselves, all right, tonight? How about that?
I understand.
So, see, the thing you guys got wrong about Antarctica is that it's not some sort of country club sort of situation up there. Really, it's an ice wall, impenetrable ice wall that goes all around the flat Earth that as we understand it. And beyond that, there's secret government bases all around. All different governments, they're warring over the negative zone outside of the flat Earth. See,
the negative zone?
That's what they don't tell you. Yeah, the negative zone, where the flat Earth disc is suspended.
Oh, yeah, like the donut, the middle of the donut, or the outside
Absolutely,
of the donut.
Yeah.
Both sides of the donut.
Yeah.
You are correct about some things, but flat Earth, buddy. I don't think so. like I was saying to Chad earlier, especially, here in your educational systems, if you want to call them that. I call them indoctrination camps. But, that's just me. You guys learn that the Earth is round, and then you say, oh, well, it must be flat because here how we think in America. If it's not this, then it have to be that. We use our logic. Ha, ha, ha. Well, no. That is not exactly how it works. It is a weird shape that I can't even describe. Not flat or round. It is more like, like
a donut. I said, I haven't seen it though. Caller,
see,
you got any input on this?
the thing that they won't tell you is no one's ever circumnavigated Antarctica because it takes way too long. See, what they tell you what is an island, it's not really an island. It's this small piece if you put it on the globe, but really it's the thing that encompasses us, and maybe it's not a flat one, but it certainly ain't a globe. I'll tell you that right now, okay? Yeah, whatever, no matter what they tell you.
The caller is right. It does hold in the water. That is how, because the gravity.
Otherwise, it would all fall off.
Yeah,
exactly. You would fall off the edge. You would just
that.
drip into the space and be floating around all Rick and Morty or whatever.
We wouldn't even have an ocean anymore,
Yeah. We worked so hard to get all that water here too. It would be a damn shame to see it go.
It really would. Well, thank you, caller.
Well, hey, boys, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. You guys keep fighting the good fight, okay? God bless America.
God bless.
Ugh.
Yeah, I've never been to Antarctica myself. My mother never really let me out of the yard
Yes, well, that's probably smart on her part.
for about 36 years.
I imagine you get into some trouble. You slip on dog poo, rip your pant leg, and fall down in it, and just, embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't mean to project.
That's why I had to join the Navy SEALs to get out, see the world. And then I was just in other people's yards, killing people. Okay, we've got a call coming in. Caller, you're on the air. This is the National Conspirator.
Oh, good heavens. I can't believe I got through. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Doing well so far. So let me ask you a question. This is something I have been rolling around in my brain for a really long time, specifically about penguins in Antarctica. Do you not think that the lizard people who live under the pole in Antarctica created those very sweet-looking penguins in their suits so that we would all have to then buy suits to be fashionable like the penguins in Antarctica?
This is a great theory, You gotta ask yourself, why are tuxedos a status symbol?
Yes,
Penguins.
very many things come from places we don't know. You read propaganda, you see it all the time. It just tell you what to think. No, you don't have any idea why. It's like ma cooking the thing in the tiny pan, and then she throw away the thing, and then you do the thing in the tiny pan, after many years, and then you're like, why we do this? And then you realize mom was just poor and stupid. And so now, you reevaluate the situation, but you have to know where it come from first, which I think you are exactly right. This is where fashion come from.
So I'm correct in saying that it's the lizard people who live under Antarctica who created suits, and now we have to wear suits because penguins are adorable.
Well, yeah, the thing is they are adorable, but they're also incredible chess players. And they keep beating me online. They're relentless. They might seem cute, but don't let them fool you, okay?
They're basically artificial intelligence examples of where the whole world is headed. We're all going to be walking around in monkey suits, just doing whatever without any real free will. You see them flap and flock around. They don't really think for themselves. They're really just programmed and running into each other. It's a mess. They are figuring it out. It's going to be streamlined, kind of like a self-driving car with Uber. But we got to get to 5G. We're not even there yet. We're still talking about Antarctica.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, caller.
Very good. Very good. Way to put the pieces of the puzzle together, caller.
We
Very
appreciate
proud of you.
the insight.
Excellent. That is what I like about the type of people who listen to this show, Chad.
Right.
They think for themselves.
Yeah.
They don't just spoonful down the narrative, poo-poo, whatever everybody else is just, let's drink this. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
let's all share our derms and then stink all over each other with the poo-poo. It's just duty.
Yeah. It's
stinky stink.
The thing that I like about people who listen to this show is that, the ones that I've talked to, sharpest intellects that I've ever come across, and also I feel like they just have hearts of gold. All right, we have another caller on the line. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello. I want to say I am calling from bunker in Russia, and I know of the exact tiki bar from which you speak, and I can say for certain, without any kind of doubt, I have seen Joe Biden there.
You have? What was he drinking?
Yes. He was drinking a daiquiri, and he drank all of them. There was none left for me after I have been waiting out in the sun, in the cold, all day, for miles, as you say. It's true.
That's so Joe. What were you...
It's so Joe. But the thing is, he kept his mask on. He is lizard folk, like you say, but he kept his mask on. But if you look real close, you could see his tail.
Yeah, it's not hard to see a tail like that. Miss, what were you doing down in Antarctica when you saw Joe Biden in the Antarctica bar?
I am going to speak freely because I feel like I can trust you, but I am a lizard person. The persons that you speak of that come from Antarctica.
Oh
I am
God.
that person, but I wear mask and now I live in Russia.
Do they make you wear a mask in Russia?
No, I do it freely.
That,
I don't want people to know I'm a lizard person because what if they freak out? Send me back to Antarctica.
I've always wondered about why don't all the lizard people just take their masks off all at once and just say, this is who we are, accept us.
Let your freak flag fly.
Let me ask you something. Are you a human person?
Listen, I know this voice. I know this voice very well. This lady here is Project Mockingbird from U.S. government. Yes.
No, it is not true. It is not true.
It
I
is.
live in Russia.
No, you do not live in Russia. Listen to your fake accent. It's bullshit. I can hear right through it right now. You think you are fooling me? Ha! No one pulls the wool over Vadeem's eyes, ever. Listen here, with your misinformation and your fake news propaganda. You take that...
It is hard for me to even listen to you. You are spewing bullshit.
Hey, listen here.
Bullshit.
Listen,
Damn,
this is what I mean.
She kind of got you on that one.
Yeah, well, Chad, whose side you on?
You are on Conspiracy Channel right now. I call in because I feel like I can trust you, and then you turn this around on me?
You call in and tell everyone you're a lizard person. Come on.
I am lizard person, and I ask you, are you human person? You don't know what it's like.
He's
to take
Russian,
a
so-
mask and have people gasp at you?
Partly. I
don't know
think we
what
should
it's
give the
like.
caller
I've only taken off my mask once in front of human person, and that person died right when they saw me, out of shock.
I am not surprised to hear that lizard Medusa person, lady.
that was
They turned to salt or stone or something, right?
how did they die? Did they just...
I told you, they die of shock. Why you make me relive?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is how they got rid of Jeffrey Epstein. They have this lady come in, take off her mask, and then show lizard face. All of a sudden, he never take another breath. He's donezo.
How
Him and
dare
Tom
you?
Petty.
How dare you? I thought we could be comrades because we are both from Russia. But you are so mean to me. Somebody who calls in trying to support everything you're saying about Antarctica and the Tiki Bar and Joe Biden.
Well, this is how misinformation spread, though, Chad. You call in, you have some true things to say, and then you say the lizard person thing. I just don't want a bad rumor to get out, and especially with the Russian government
You know what?
monitoring me
You
now.
know what? There are all kinds of campaigns going on in Russia, spreading on your Facebooks and your Twitters, and guess what? I can have my little paw inside of that. And now that I know your show is total bullshit, I will start spreading campaigns and Twitters about you.
Well, it sound about right. Just like a Russian person go there and start spreading a bunch of fake news and admitting it on national public radio. Well, we done here. Thanks for the call there. Thanks for your sincerity.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye and good luck, caller. Jeez, Vadeem, I feel like you really fucked the pony on that one.
Listen, Chad, I'm telling you, that's just a troll, man. We got to be smarter than that. You've been learning chess. We can't be playing checkers. This is a big important time right now. People don't want other people to know the truth about Antarctica, so they sit around their house, they put a little foil on their radio set, they listen to our show, they call in here, they try to be like, oh, well, blah, 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 I'm a lizard person or something. The lizard people got better shit to do than to call into this show. The lizard people knew we were making the show. They're going to be here on our front porch doing all kinds of gross things to us because you know how torture work.
How do you know they aren't going to do the gross things to us later on? All right, we've got another caller, and Vadeem, don't fuck this one up, okay? That last lady was trying to confide in us, and I just... caller, you're on the air.
Well, hi there. My name's Stacy.
Stacy.
And, yes, and I was just wondering if you knew anything about the gay frogs?
Go on. Go on, Stacy.
The gay frogs. I was watching Alex Jones not too terribly long ago, and he was talking about the gay frogs. And I was just wondering if y'all knew anything about how the gay frogs was associated with the lizard people and them cute little penguins down in Antarctica that I want to... Never mind. I won't say that.
Well, my unexpert understanding of it is that the frog people used to be part of the lizard people, but they broke off because, well, as you've well put it, they're gay. Every frog is gay, and they just haven't been accepted back into the society, and so they've taken to homelessness and living in the streams.
Yes, they're
But
starting.
how did they get to putting the chemicals in the water that turns everybody else gay? I'm almost positive that's what happened to me.
They just pee, you know, in and out. You are what you eat, and you are what you pee.
And they are putting lots of things in all these places where the people are taking spring break. And they go to spring break and they drink the butt crack shots out of each other's buttholes. And then they drink the water from the, that tastes like sulfur. It's like Florida water. That's not sulfur, really. It's the gay-making chemical.
Where did you say these butt crack shots are happening? Because I'm kind of interested now.
Oh, I didn't even Oh, that's funny. Basically everywhere. Just find any Gen Zer, and they are going to basically just open things up with showing you their butthole, male, female, doesn't matter. They don't care. They just want their buttholes touched.
My lord, I might not have given these young folks a fair shake then.
Yes, a lot of people are changing their minds about the youth of this nation now that they have so openly
Well,
embraced.
it's got to be what the frogs are putting in the water, right? All I know is I grew up drinking water, and the next thing I know, I wanted to put anything at all in my mouth.
Well, listen, pal, you better be careful because this corona is a real thing. So I would keep your mouth relatively closed. Maybe put mask over mouth. Maybe, I don't know, maybe do some meditations or something, or maybe visualizations. And just do the old-fashioned good thing and get on Grindr.
No, they've got dental dams for that nowadays. You don't have to wear masks anymore.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, pal. You definitely getting sick with something. Maybe not corona. Maybe something much, much worse.
Oh, and by the way, I just want to say on that last caller, there's no way a lizard person would just call up and openly admit it like that.
Thank you, caller. In your fucking face, Chad.
I don't know about that. Thank you, caller. Good luck. Good night. Lizard people have cell phones too, Vadeem, and they're also on lockdown. I don't care.
Lizard people can't even
live.
barely do email. Look at Hillary Clinton. Case and point.
Well, they don't do it well, but it's only a couple of numbers. And caller, if you're a lizard people, if you're a lizard person, if you're a people, call us. Our number is 575-322-8733. We've got another caller on the line here.
These phone lines heating up like Kesha's backside.
Caller, you're on National Conspirator.
Oh, hey, what's up?
This guy sound cool. What's up, dude? Haha, how you doing? Where are you from, California or something?
Yeah, I'm from California. I'm eating some Cheetos, flaming hot, crunchy Cheetos.
Well,
Caller, do you have something to add to the conversation about Antarctica or the reptilians?
Yeah.
well, I certainly
What,
hope so. Yeah, take your time there, bud. Yeah, hang 10. Come on, pal, spit it out,
It's
man.
not like we're paying for our radio time here, buddy.
We got 1 hour, that's it. Come on, chop chop.
Sorry, I just had to take a sip of tea. Who are the most prominent reptiles from history?
Well, you got Edgar Borg. He ran an incredible campaign against Dukakis down in Antarctica in 1980. You got G. Smalley, who was, of course, probably their best basketball player, also known as, well, may rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Yep. As well as Gigi Allen, all of the Pointer Sisters, and that one guy who was in the TV show Coach.
Craig T. Nelson?
No, not Craig T. Nelson, the Dauber.
Oh, Dauber, yeah. I forgot about Dauber.
Everyone forgets about
lot of
Dauber,
people
but he's
don't-
sleeper, man. He gets you.
Yeah. A lot of people don't really give Coach the credit it deserves, but that was a great show.
Yes, I concur. It's an excellent show. We got it about 2017 in Russia. Excellent show. Watched it every day when I was at home hanging out with my wife. Excuse me.
Oh my
Caller,
God.
is there something else that you need to get off your chest of some sort of conspiracy? Tell us about what you know about Antarctica.
I think it's maybe the resting place of Noah's Ark, maybe.
I never heard about that.
I also think
Where'd you hear about that?
I think that's where they launched a lot of dirigibles.
Dirigibles?
Yeah, like blimp.
Blimps. Do I know blimps? Yeah. Ex-Navy SEAL
Okay,
here,
cool.
pal. Of course I know blimps.
Well, I mean, this is just what I heard. This is,
Well.
Also, I think that's where is that where Captain America's ship crashed, and then they found Captain America?
In the Noah's Ark? What you talking, man?
Yeah, well, Captain America is dead, caller.
I'm
He-
sorry. What? No, he's not.
He is dead, yes, as of this afternoon. Him and Captain Planet both ate it hard.
Yeah.
Suicided, both of
What?
them.
What they did? When? I didn't hear about this.
Well, that's because they just don't even report the news anymore here. It's looking a lot like Mother Russia here. USSR, United Soviet States of the Republic, the remaining Republic of America.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. I don't know why you're explaining it to me. I'm familiar with all these titles. For
Well,
sure.
well, I don't know that all the listeners are. I'm just reiterating what should be common knowledge, but I'm not sure you guys picking up what I putting down if you must. But
Oh yeah, we, because we had the White Album, from the Beatles back in the USSR, so I feel like that kind of like. Did you have the Beatles? Did you ever listen to the Beatles?
yes, we listened to Beatles by dismantling payphone and creating our own record player that we could listen to it in our oven while we were trying to warm up in the winter time.
Wow.
Yes, I'm very familiar. We only hear it in mono.
Oh, I heard there's a stereo version lodged in Antarctica as well.
Yeah, they've got Hulu, Spotify, Disney Plus. They have everything down there, man.
But they love Paul McCartney. They don't like the Beatles, really. They are responsible for what happened to John Lennon,
yeah.
and what continues to happen to Ringo.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
so
a
they're
shame.
like Wings. They're like Wings.
Everybody loves Wings.
Everybody loves McCartney. Listen,
Whoa.
if you think
Hold on.
you think for a minute
No,
that McCartney is not a lizard person, I don't know who you're fooling.
Yes,
I am.
there is very much evidence in the Beatles song that the walrus was Paul. The walrus was Paul. I mean, we know he's fake. Not even the real Paul. That's like Paul number 9.
Yeah.
You know, that's at least maybe even more numbers than number 9. What version of Paul McCartney you think we on, caller?
I think still number 1, Paul McCartney number 1.
All right, I can't deal with this
McCartney
hippie
number
anymore.
Well, good luck out there, caller.
Yeah, go surf some waves, pal. Hang 10.
Thanks for calling.
Well, I was talking about how great our listeners are. Well, I guess I spoke too soon, Chad.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, we forget about the people who live in California. It's a disaster over there. It's ever since Schwarzenegger. What the fuck?
It can't be long before that piece of land just go off into the Pacific like a prophecy has stated for many, many years.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just a matter of maybe minutes.
Yeah. Now, my understanding is that when states fall off into the ocean, they eventually kind of float down to the bottom of the planet, down to Antarctica, and gather and add to the landmass. That's why on the map it's enormous, because that's a projected value, a projected size of what the Antarctica continent's going to look like after it takes on California, Vietnam, Portugal.
Exactly. That's what happens. Is basically Antarctica is conglomeration. It's basically the world's taint, just kind of gathering all of the worst parts of the global regimes and ideas, and they just sort of just kind of soak down into the bottom of the not flat, but you know, some other weird shape that I can't explain because you can't understand. But
It's like a donut.
basically, sort of like a donut, I guess. Basically, those it's kind of like the opposite of Pangea. They cluster up, they stink, and they just suck into each other. It's very unhealthy relationship between countries until they just sort of start to form with each other and work together like malleable clay and sort of give way. And then the ice comes, and then the reptilians start digging out new caves and making new tiki bars inside of the glacier.
They're relentless. You know, I mean, I give it to them. Very industrious peoples, those reptilians, but I just can't. Their taste is just, I mean, tiki bars were cool like 30, 60 years ago.
Hey, pal,
Man.
I love tiki bar.
Oh my, get over it.
Ah, well, it's a good time. You got the little roof, you got the drink with the little fruit in there. It's fun. It's festive.
Yeah, all I need is an ice cold Budweiser. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You got about no taste, pal. You don't even understand what good is, pal.
What
Buddy.
good is?
I don't know.
Good is a country that'll let you stay in their country, even though you're ex-KGB and you were spying on them. And your country is gonna kill you if you go back there. Our country is good. That's good.
My country probably gonna kill me, no matter what. And that makes them a little bit better than yours, because you guys have no idea I'm even here.
Well, I won't disagree with that.
You know, we are a little bit more professional, we are a little bit more organized, and we are better at, doing with our left hand what our right hand is jumping around to something else, right? I don't know if you have the same expression.
You mean like typing? Like hacking?
I mean like eating beet soup when you're supposed to be drinking a little bit of Kool-Aid.
You do.
I don't think it translates right with the truth.
Yeah.
I could say it in Russian, but it's just gonna make all the girls call in, and they will be excited and disappointed because we're in isolation. So
I don't think you guys even get Kool-Aid out in Russia. So we were supposed to be joined today by Dr. Frankenfurter, who is a world-renowned expert on Antarctica and the adorable penguins there wearing their cute little suits. Unfortunately, Vadeem found Dr. Frankenfurter dead by autoerotic asphyxiation. Let's just take a brief moment of silence. All right, that's it. That's
Yeah, he did not kill himself. He just didn't do that. But it might have been that lady who called in. She take off her head and she looked like a lizard.
So yeah, I've been thinking, what if Dr. Frankenfurter saw a lizard person take their mask off? Because she said that, and you don't think that she was a lizard person, but she didn't sound like a lady to me. And when she called, she said that she was a lizard person. When she took her mask off, she killed a man.
That is what she said. I did not believe it, but maybe we got ourselves some serious trolls. These people are getting very, very desperate here to come out, to make themselves known. They're coming out. They want us all up in our houses waiting and doing all this stuff so that the reptilians can just run around. Now they just calling into our show, just all willy-nilly.
You know, it's like when a robber calls you on your home phone before they come over. They're like, hey, are you home? All right, well, I'm coming, and I'm going to take all your shit, and then I'm gonna hold you ransom. And then I store him in there, and I shoot him right in the forehead, and I rescue the little boys and the girls, and the mother says that she'll never forget me, and I'm an American goddamn hero, and why did I have to kill their dog too? It was so long ago, it was so dark, I can't even
Chad, take deep
justify
breath. Take deep breath. I know I have trauma as well from working with KGB, working with our military, seeing some pretty awful shit, man. I one time saw a puppet take its own life, and it scarred me forever. It was one of our favorite puppets in Russian TV. I grew up watching him when I was from very young age, and saw him take his own life in publicly. It was incredibly traumatic. It's difficult, but you got to relax. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Sorry. Sometimes
Now's the time to
flashbacks.
Now's time to be strong. Is important time in history now. This is serious shit. It's important to keep it together. It's okay, Chad.
All
It's okay. Don't cry on me, man. Don't cry, please. No. Oh God, I feel so uncomfortable if you cry.
No, I wouldn't ever do that.
Oh God, I'm already feeling weird.
Oh jeez.
What am I doing here?
Well, remember, there's something that they aren't telling you, and you know who they are.
You know who
Call
they
us in. We'll corroborate it.
Hello, my name is Hech, and I am of the lizard people that you have talked about so much tonight.
Heksha, you're on the air. Welcome. Wow, she answered the phone before I even picked it up. That's lizard people for you. Heksha.
We are punctual and we are polar.
Oh boy.
Like you kind of have mood swings.
It depends on the day, but I have to tell you, the funniest thing I've heard is that frogs live in streams.
Oh, you think that's funny?
You think that's funny, lady? You're gonna call in here with jokes for us in the middle of end of apocalypse time when people get sick, and yet no, not on my watch. Okay, not on my fake Rolex, lady. Okay, that some dude sold me while I was in Wuhan. Okay, I
feel like now is the time to get through a lot of things that your poor people who don't understand what it's like to live under the poles. Yes, we are creating fashion. Yes, we are creating penguins. And we're also messing with your minds and things that you think are funny.
This is real lizard person. You hear how accent change? Real lizard person cannot hold one accent, always floating from accent to accent, can't even express who truly are. They're like psychopaths.
What you don't understand is that at the poles, they are all accents. Everything comes together at the poles, and sometimes we are Russian or American or Irish or
Shapeshifter. We got Shapeshifter on the line. Hot one,
Yeah.
Chad. Shapeshifter on the line.
Listen, I got her number.
Triangulate, triangulate.
I sent it over. I sent it over to the CIA.
We got the triangle. Don't send it to CIA. What you trying to do?
Caller, just stay on the line for another couple minutes.
Yes,
while
listen,
they
caller.
track
Tell
you.
us your
Sorry.
reptilian story. We're so interested. Please tell.
Yeah, heck show. Tell us what it's like growing up reptilian.
Daily. We never have enough, lotion. But my God, the sunscreen and the penguin meat are plentiful.
You eat the penguins?
Of course we eat the penguins.
Oh my gosh. How does that taste? It sounds delicious.
The best way to do the penguin is teriyaki style. Just over that open flame and just slap some soy sauce and sugar on it. You're good to go.
Wow.
That does sound pretty good.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I know. And I can't believe I'm telling you this because I'm going to be cast out of my society at this point.
What? You eat the penguin wing?
You're getting cast out. What did you do, Hexa?
Hexa.
I'm telling the others how this happens. I will never be allowed home, and they don't want you all to know this. Stop eating penguin meat.
You want us to stop eating penguin meat? Or you want them to stop eating penguin
Are you
meat?
like a vegan that is running away from your family and alienating yourself because of, you don't believe about meat now or something?
The whole point is I'm trying to deflect and say that don't eat penguin meat, but I am but a lizard person who lives under the subterranean.
Yeah, I know. It's tough. It's tough down there.
Yeah.
You are outcast now. We are basically in the same boat. You are a reptilian outcast. I am a Russian outcast. It is not looking good. It's gloomy out there.
Yeah, cool.
I feel for you. Now did we triangulate her position yet? Or?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, we got it.
Now I'm out.
All right, good deal. Okay,
She'll be scooped up and iced any minute now.
sweet.
It's yeah.
We got to fill them places up.
I like talking to reptilians, but
They
God,
give me the
I just-
heebie-jeebies.
It's in the same way that you like watching like a documentary about Charles Manson. All right, we got another caller on the line here.
I want to revisit that thought, though.
All right, caller, you're on the air.
Yes, I wanted to call and speak a little bit about Dr. Frankenfurter.
Oh, and whom are we speaking to?
I would rather not say my name, but I will say that I was closely associated with him during his time in Cambridge when he was in residence there for a short time.
Oh, what were you
If
doing? there?
Vadeem is very familiar with Dr. Frankenfurter and his work, then he would know about his time in Cambridge.
I do know about it. It's true. He was there undercover, but he was there for like 3 years working on some secret project.
I regret to inform you that there may not have been any foul play in his death. And I only say this because I have known, unfortunately, him to autoerotic asphyxiate from time to time when he's stressed.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that.
I'm not sure what it was about it, but there was something about the release at the brink of death that I don't know. It was very comforting to him for some reason. But I walked in on the act on more than one occasion, I can tell you.
What did that look like?
How did it make you
Well,
feel?
it was very hard not to participate. To be honest, it was an incredibly erotic scene. He had these candles lit, and there was Sting playing in the band. You know, anyone who listens to Sting very much, it's hard not to engage in erotic activities when there's
It's true.
something from Tin Summoner's Tales playing in the background, you know. And he had this sort of apparatus set up and he was wearing a Batman mask for some reason.
Oh.
I saw same thing this afternoon. I didn't want to say anything because I thought that's a little weird, like who would wear a Batman mask, but...
You walked in on him, Vadeem?
No, after his, he was already dead, but I saw
Oh,
the Batman mask.
You mean when you found him?
When I found him
Okay,
today,
yes,
this
different time
afternoon.
possible.
Yes.
That
And I also know...
seems like an important detail, Vadeem.
Well, it just seemed a little peculiar. I didn't want to tell the man's secret off the rip.
Well, what you may not have known is Dr. Frankenfurter was part of a secret society that wore Batman masks when they masturbated.
Like they all did it in the same room?
I know for a fact that David Carradine was also a member of this particular secret organization.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of this
That makes
organization. Yes, they call them the Cookie Men. They wear the Batman mask and they do a ritual with the cookie, and the last one has to eat it or something. It's real gross.
The icing on.
Puts the icing on the cookie,
yeah.
and they put the candle and blow it out and they tape you.
We've all been to college.
It's one of those sorts of things. It's a shame to hear, but somehow.
Now,
not
when I
surprised.
first heard of his death, I was hoping this was more of a Jeffrey Epstein sort of affair, but having heard the details, I fear he may have just lost control.
There's a lot of pressure on him, and God rest his soul. Mother Russia, take care of him.
Sometimes the lemon falls out.
Caller,
I don't know what that means, but thank you for calling.
thank you for all the
Oh, yes.
information.
No, when you are autoerotic asphyxiating, you oftentimes keep a lemon in your mouth to bite down to keep you from completely passing out so that you don't actually die while choking yourself.
Oh, I thought that was kind of like some sort of a metaphor that you were like a nice pin that we're putting in that conversation.
Yes, I knew what you were talking about. I just didn't want to say anything because, that's just kind of gross.
Apparently, Vadeem.
Thanks a lot.
Well, in that case, sometimes the metaphorical lemon falls out.
Well, thank you, caller.
That's much nicer.
Good night and good luck.
Well, we get all kinds, don't we, Chad?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I guess thanks everybody for calling in and such, but yeesh. Some of this stuff is just, it's a little hard to take. I'm so sorry about Dr. Frankenfurter, man.
Yeah, me too. I didn't really know the guy too well. Not as well as you might have, Vadeem. So I'm sorry for your loss.
It's tough, but I'm not gonna cry like you, little baby boy, okay?
I
You
didn't
go through the military,
cry.
like die. They kill you as a Navy
Listen,
SEAL.
I was an American hero.
You are weaker than Penguin, made of AI. Yes, you American hero.
Penguins are highly intelligent. I think you're misunderstanding their capabilities, Vadeem.
But you're a SEAL, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I spent a lot of time around the penguins.
Well, I could see that. I could see why they'd have you on that patrol,
Well, it's you got to train down in the cold, dark waters. But the thing was that they never let me on land. They just had me swimming around at the base of Antarctica. And sometimes penguins would come out and offer me warmth, food, fish, mostly, sometimes cigarettes or sex, and I got to know a lot of them very well.
So you have penguin friends. They're not even real, It's artificial intelligence, Chad. You were duped by the penguins race.
Well, I mean, being from Russia, you're practically artificial intelligence.
Well, I don't know what that means, but
It means you're programmed.
I think we all can agree that we our program here in Russia maybe short circuit a little bit. I think we're a little bit more mentally, with it, if you will, than your countrymen here with the people taking the butt crack shots, and then you've got the other people who are calling in saying that they're lizard persons. And then you've got the real lizard persons calling in, which is crazy. Just blow my mind, melt my face off. Ay, what a day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's always a doozy.
Yeah.
I'm a national conspirator. Just remember, caller, if you'd like to call in, if you have any information about Antarctica, any more information about Dr. Frankenfurter's kinky masturbatory habits, or his research on penguins in Antarctica, or anything about Joe Biden, really, and his being a reptilian, call our number. It's 575-322-8733.
Yeah, the Biden thing, maybe we can talk about that a little bit. It's just so bizarre. You know, this guy don't even know how to connect his words together or even make a real sentence. I speak better than this guy, and English is my 45th language.
Yeah. The thing is, it's plain as day that Biden, just like George W. Bush, is a reptilian. Because look at him try to give a speech longer than 30 seconds. And just have a conversation with the guy, and he's just out in left field.
I'm not sure the guy not just completely programmed hologram, you know, like Tupac at Coachella 2014.
Yeah, he's like a hologram that they got to blow the dust off that disc because he just keeps, there's something that's going amiss. It's like a bad circuit in there.
Definitely. You watch the oldest Star Wars, you see him in the bar scene. He's just creeping in the back. He's such a weirdo.
Yeah. It's personally, I'm more of a Sanders guy. Sanders, of course, is a Tertullian, more from the turtle people, and I find that they have a little bit more modesty about them, a little bit more integrity, determination.
Yeah, but things get good. Turtle person just retreat right into their shell. You just never hear from them. They ghost you. You know, you got to watch out. I don't like the Tertullian financial sort of policies. You know, they do all kind of some weird stuff talking about the redistribution of, all the different turtle.
They just want everyone to have a shell.
Children, yes, and they reallocating shells all over the place.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. I mean, different strokes for different folks, but from my background, I don't think that's the right way to go. The path to hell is paved with turtle shells and bad and good intentions and all of the like.
Yeah, as they say. Well, I think that it's a darn shame that Frankenfurter is gone. And Vadeem, what did you so you found him dead. What did you do with his body?
Chad, what I do with the dead man body between me and dead man, okay? That's not the question we really want to get into on this show.
What are you trying to say? What did you do with his body, Vadeem?
Listen, again, this is not something we really want to talk about on this show. It's really between me and Dr. Frankenfurter, and I'll tell you what, Dr. Frankenfurter is a long name for a reason. That is one thing I will say.
Jesus Christ.
That German man was packing some serious heat.
Jesus Christ, Vadeem.
I mean,
you Russians are disgusting and intolerable. And, you said they would kill you if they sent you back to Russia?
For sure.
Southwest has a great deal on flights right now. I'm happy to pay.
I've heard a lot about this company, Southwest. Want to get away. $35, have lunch in Peru, and swing back by. Right now is the time to do some travels. Thinking about maybe, taking a trip up to the mountains or something this weekend.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting on plane, pal. I'm not going back to Russia. I'm here in your country. I'm going to raise some hell while I'm here.
Yeah, you are. You're doing in unrepeatable things to Jesus. Anyway, so...
Like I said, listen, it's not so bad. I just don't want to talk about it, okay?
So we're joined here with Vadeem Sellarz. My name is Chad Bowery, if you'd like to call into the National Conspirator, we've got about 5 minutes left, and our lines are open for those 5 minutes. Our number is 575-322-8733.
Yeah, we got to be out of here in an hour. Otherwise, they can track us. You know?
Yeah.
You are already alert to CIA, which I'm sure they already knew we were here. Now we got to get out of here quick.
I used a VPN.
Well, listen, the CIA is a joke anyway. KGB much better than CIA. CIA, everybody think the CIA run it. There's a secret CIA behind that CIA. There's another level after that. I mean, it's just crazy. Nobody really knows who's reporting to who. Come out, you know. The military intelligence is also in the it's just super confusing. You don't have any structure here. You got to have more compartmentalization. You got to have more of a hierarchy. You got to not, you know, they know too much. It's just messy.
Well, if KGB is so good, how come they flubbed the 2016 election? And like, if you're gonna rig the election, at least the guy who wins should win the popular vote. You fucking retards.
Well, that's on you guys. That's your thing. That was a sort of a little bit of a fuck you, pal. We gonna do it the like way we do it, and then expose the flaw in your stupid system, which is hilariously ridiculous, by the way. That is not there's nothing democratic about less people getting what they want. No sense.
It's about representation, and the thing is that it's. The delegates are just there to represent and to people who otherwise would not be represented, you know. And so you have the delegate count, and then you got the popular, and you know, and when you win both of them, you win.
That sounds so boring. I'm already taking nap over
and you
here.
win one of them, and you lose the other one. You also win.
Personally, considering erotic asphyxiation just because of the last sentence you are talking about.
But then you win the other one, but you lose the other one, then you don't win. And
it doesn't make any sense, Chad. That's what was the point. That's what we try to do. Nana boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. Okay, that's how it's going.
At least we have elections.
Yeah, well, you know, if voting mattered, they wouldn't let you do it. Okay, pal. Just say that.
No.
You might as well have czars. Oh, wait. You do have czars. Oh, did the joke on right now, eh? Yes, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy country? Who's your daddy country, Chad? Who's your daddy country? Russia, the big bear. The big furry bear. Yes, we are stronger than eagle.
But you're a bunch of bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Vadeem.
Chad, we got to get the fuck out of here, huh?
Yeah, if they listen to us any longer, they'll track us, and you know, I'm not going back to UN prison, not again.
Oh man, that's the worst. They tickle you like crazy in UN prison. They get the big old feather and they just strap you down and just go to town on the bottom of your foot. Oh God. It's the worst torture I've ever experienced. So bad.
Yeah, I hate laughing like a little girl.
Oh, you wet yourself. It gets ugly in there, in the torture chamber. You know, they play in Charlie Chaplin with the one he's in the lion's, you know, cage, and he get in there and stuck, and it's so goddamn funny. You can't not laugh at that. Then they put on Hanson Mbop. And you're like, oh my God, how did you know this? That's the perfect storm. And then they put on a clip from Mr. Show.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
It's the worst.
Well,
caller, listener, thank you for listening, and be safe out there. Be sure not to end up in the tickle jammer. And we'll catch you next time on The National Conspirator. Remember, if there's something that they aren't telling you, and you know who they are, tune in next time and call us. We'll corroborate it.